Welcome to the Sap Entertainment Show, where we interview singers, rappers, entrepreneurs, and today's guest we have your boy Ben Sterlis, aka Friendly Neighborhood Cali Boy. What's good?
What's the deal? How you doing?
Real good, looking real good.
Appreciate you. You too. What's going on? Well, how's the day treat you so far?
It could be a little better, but my day is sparking because I'm interviewing you today. Let the world know your story.
Sure, I'll give you a short version. Shit. Basically, born and raised in Watts, California. Played football in high school, ran track, went to college, ran track, went to the Olympics once. I always had a knack for music. You can see in my yearbook, it's like, what's your goal? And I said, to be in the music business. And for some reason, I ended up here. So went there, went to college, ran track there, then came back home. I started, I was in this R&B group that was a little corny. The beat sucked, so I decided to become a producer. That's why I'm a producer, because I wanted to be in control of my own music. And I had to start making it myself. And one day, I ended up getting some help. I found Ray J's dad number on the internet, called it, he answered. I'm like, oh snap. And so one thing led to another, pulled Ray J out of a meeting. He found out that I make beats, and he trained me how to sing for 5 years. And then things started moving on. Willie Norwood moved me to this place called Plug and Play, where I met my other mentor, God rest his soul, Mr. Lee. He taught me how to mix, master, produce, play multiple instruments, got me on my spiritual journey, wouldn't let me touch a key on the keyboard until I was meditating every day, 30 minutes. It was like a routine. And what happened is I ended up starting to get placements. He owned a lot of people's music and catalogs, and he really put me on and gave me the knowledge to move forward. And from then, he started sending me out places. That's how I ended up meeting. I met Dr. Dre on the road driving, and he pulled over and gave me his cell phone number. And I ended up in the studio with him. That was awesome. Then, also shout out to Boogie. He was my manager that introduced all those things. And Damon Thomas, Harvey Mason, a bunch of producers, and things just started happening, man. And people start calling me Cali Boy. I don't know why. I think it's because I surf or some shit, but I don't know.
Okay, so what motivated you to start doing music?
I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like there's it's like a way to get your feelings out. You know what I'm saying? We all go through stuff in life, and I didn't have a way to express it. It's not like I'm 17 years old going to a therapist unless my mom makes me. So it's so I started watching things. I was watching music videos. I always used to watch music videos. I used to record them as a kid, and I would watch them over and over and over again. And I would see things, and I would imitate dances, And then I decided that I wanted to do it. And I tried to rap at first, but as you can see, my voice is high, so that sounds pretty corny. We're not gonna do that. And so then I had to decide who I wanted to be. And I started looking at my favorite artists, and they inspired me. So I'm like, look, I'm just gonna try it. And I'm gonna just throw some music out there, and I'm gonna pray. And you see what happens, and my prayers are answered. So
who are your top 5 artists or influencers?
Top 5. Well, of course, Lenny Kravitz, Prince, Michael Jackson, Usher, and Missy Elliott. Those are my favorites, go-tos. They're the goats, and through them, I feel like they well-round me into who I am. I'm a fusion type of artist, so it's I could do all these different things, and I feel like I embody some of their sounds. Now, I do hip hop and shit. But it's not that I can't produce it. I can, but I like to sing. I like to play instruments, and I like live stuff. And so, I want to do those things.
Okay, so what obstacles did you overcome to get where where you're at now?
Well, shit, everything, shit. Money first. Money's the hardest part, because people You know, you gotta pay for studio time, pay for vocal lessons, dance lessons, rehearsals, pay for your music to go out, marketing. I had no idea what I really had to do. So money was the big thing. And the best way I did that is by selling my beats to other people. So I just stack my bread, stack my bread, stack my bread. Then I work on my own music, but I would always sell beats and write songs for others, just stack a little 1,000 here, 2,000 there. And then I will put some promo money behind my music. Best thing now is that everything's digital, so it's like you don't need to pay $1,000 for studio time. Motherfuckers really do that shit for the look, because most of the time we in there, you already know they be smoking, drinking most of the time. They spend 4 hours doing that in an 8-hour session, then they only get one song done. Like ain't nobody got time for that shit. So.
Okay, so how many albums or EPs, singles do you have?
Okay, well,
That's
right
out.
now, that's out. I got 2 albums that's out. It's called The Sin of Pride and The Sin of Envy. The connotation behind that is the 7 deadly sins. It's some stuff that all humans are guilty of. You know what I mean? And you know, you got sin of pride, sin of lust, everything. So there's 7 deadly sins and 7 songs on each EP that has to do with that sin. You know what I'm saying? So if I got lust issues, I'm gonna talk about all my lust experiences. If I got pride issues, like the first album, I'll talk about my pride issues. You know, and so I'm doing that to give insight, to give a well-rounded thing. And I figure once I get all of that stuff done, I'm just gonna do like a tidal wave of shit. And then everybody can jump in and pick what they like.
Okay, so tell me your strength.
I feel like I'm not like anybody. Everybody that hears my music, they can't compare it to nobody. Well, somebody called me George Michael once, and that shit was weird. But you know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I'm not like that. But you could tell like I got a hip hop influence, you can tell I got a rock influence. But I like to do everything, bro. It's like why stay in one complacent place when I can figure out how to mix those 808s and those guitars together. And now you got a rock star, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of hip hop swag on it.
Okay, all
I was
right.
calling.
Okay, so tell me about a time that you failed, but you overcame it.
Man. Well, I made a lot of mistakes actually. It's not like once, but so there was a time when like I really didn't know what I was doing in terms of like I had to like learn on the fly. You know what I'm saying? Because they was like, oh, like, I just wanted to get in the door, and they was like, oh, what you do? I'm like, oh, I produce, and I do this, and I do this, and you know, so I produce for these people, But that shit with Dr. Dre, it was awesome, but it was not. It was awesome, but it was challenging because he was like, "Oh, you can do all this shit? Okay, play me something like this. Play me something like that. Nope, that's not it. I'm not excited. Move this down. Bring that down 3 decibels. Do that." I'm just like, "What the fuck does this shit mean?" But decibels are just the little numbers and all that. I'm just like, "Oh, that's what dB stand for." I didn't know all the language.
For sure.
And my music came out mixed horribly, bro. And I watched other engineers fix it just like that. And I felt so damn stupid. So the next song, I ended up taking all the information that I retained, right? And I brought it to the next joint. I'm like, okay, cool. This is how I'm going to set this up. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to play this first. I'm going to build this first. And I'm going to do this last. So what I do, guitar, piano, anything melodic, voices, then drums, because drums, all you got to do is count to 4. You know what I'm saying? White people dance to the words most of the time. Black people dance to the 1 and the 4. And then right now in music, it's the 1 and the 3 when it comes to like the drums. Snares on the 2 always most of the time. And then it's all about preference after that. So.
For sure. So are you working on any new projects?
Well, of course, my albums, but I got like this Jamaican artist right now. I got to keep that under wraps. We working with some island sounds, some Afrobeat sounds. I have a song coming out called Real Nana, and you guys will be able to get a piece of that. And then I'm gonna bring him on, and like he's very talented. He's from Jamaica. Went to Florida, came here, and he decided to find me. I don't know why. I didn't put nothing on the internet, so I don't know how he found me. But we're doing like this project, and it's gonna be like real. It's gonna be sexy and dance hall-y. and things that you can dance to, but things that you can like, you know what I'm saying, vibe to, just chill and vibe to as well. It's gonna be really dope, and it's gonna be for the ladies. So y'all get ready. You know what I'm saying? You better, you know what I'm saying, wear some thick panties. It's about to be a wrist wrap.
So the chef thing, I've learned you.
How'd you know I was a chef?
You know, I do my research.
Man, yeah, that the chef joint that changed my life, man. Like, as you know, like I was going through some stuff in my other house when you slid through and we did some music. And it's just like I didn't know what I was going to do outside of music. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been interested in food, and I feel like food brings people together. It brought my family back together. You know what I'm saying? And like the feeling you get when somebody be like, "Oh my God, this is so good." You know that little orgasmic face they make? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, I cooked that steak. Yeah, that's me. You know, and I decided to go to culinary school. I was afraid to do it, but I went, and they treated me like family there, and I ended up gaining two very good mentors that, you know, through all the knife skills and cutting, and you know, once I actually learned how to like really professional cook, like or cook professionally, excuse me, like I'm literally a walking restaurant. Before I thought I was cooking, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fry this. When I got to the school, bro, I was trash. They was making me look like trash. They was like, bro, your shit overcooked. This shit burnt. What you doing, bro? Like, I'm just like, oh, I thought y'all like all that seasoning. They're like, bro, you just need salt and pepper. Let the vegetables taste like what it is. I'm like, I bet. And you know, shout out to Peter George, Chef George, and Eric Rouse. We call him Chef R. And they gave me the tools, man, to where if everything failed in music, I would be able to create a life for my daughters. And I can go anywhere with a bag of knives and some spatulas and shit and fuck it up. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, I love that feeling. And I like doing it like that. I'm actually cooking outside right now.
Okay, so how do you balance music and cooking?
I just wing it. Really, I wing it, bro. Every day I'm up 3 a.m. Sometimes 4 a.m. I hit the gym. 5:30, I'm dressed. 6 o'clock, I'm in the kitchen, and I'm there. And after that, I come home, go over my recipes, knock out all my shit. Then I'm in the studio all fucking night till about like 12. And I get home at 1. And then if I'm had the energy, I'll get up at 4 again. If not, I'll just skip it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do my best, man. Like, but for the most part, it's easy.
For sure. Okay, so do you have any advice for any up and coming artists or chef that want to, you know, pursue a dream in cooking and rapping or producing? What advice do you have for them?
Well, it's not just coming from me. This is coming from actually my chef mentor, Mr. George, Peter George. Be yourself and stop giving a damn about what people think about you, because they're gonna judge you anyway. So you might as well just be yourself. And 9 times out of 10, the reason why people judge you is because they're too scared to go out there and do it themselves. Like, for example, like Willie Norwood, like he taught me how to accept my voice. Like my voice is different from all of the other voices. Like I look like this, but I sound like a fucking kid sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then like before I started putting my face out there, taking pictures, everybody thought I was white. But you know what I'm saying? But I had to figure out a way to accept myself. So you gotta stop caring. Do whatever it is you want to do. If you want to make a trap song and then put some congas in that bitch, do it, bro. Who cares? There's 6 billion people on this planet, probably more, because the Chinese, you know, they be out there like, they like rats. They got 3 billion people in their country. There's 3 billion people, so you mean to tell me there ain't 100,000 people that like your shit?
Okay.
Come on, be yourself. Do not let up, and don't give up, no matter what happens, bro. When I was like homeless and shit, and I was taking trains and buses and walking to go to Ray J studio, all this shit. Like, bro, like, I was like, what am I doing this for? And Willie was just like, bro, you look how you look, you sound how you sound. Just do your best at it. Just make sure it sounds good. you know what I'm saying, the right people will find you. You know what I'm saying? And that's my only advice, bro. Stop giving a fuck.
Okay. Is there any questions I may have missed that you may want to share with the world?
I mean, not really, man. Like, I'm really a basic dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all my stuff, you guys are gonna see, like, in my music and in my visuals. Like, I'm telling my story. Like, you know, like, and as you know, every male goes through this shit. We get our heart broken by someone that we cared about, and something happens, or we lose something. We fall on our face, and we got to get up. And so, what that taught me is that I had to be more honest in my music. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make these lyrics make sense. And when I did that, when I started being more honest in my music, it brought out a different version of it, like a steroid version of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm just say whatever I want to say, man. If y'all don't like it, I'm cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna be seeing a lot of me, man. Ben Sterling, aka Cali Boy. You know, so I got some artists out there, you know what I'm saying? They're going to start promoting me in a minute. I did 11 albums last year for a lot of people. So we're going to see what's popping. But this 2022, by Christmas, you're going to remember me, bro. Trust me.
Okay. And that's why I got you on the show.
God. Don't forget about them songs we got to do because, you know what I'm saying? We got to get that bread. Remember that. We got to make those beats. Don't forget me. You feel me? You got a song right now. All right, so we gonna work that shit out, man. So you know, over the while, you know, so over time, you know, so people gonna learn more. They're gonna see us out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we'll do another interview later. But you know, I gotta keep it short and sweet for now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the clock.
Okay. So anything else you want to share before I end the show?
Yeah, man. I got this video out right now. You know, we all lost one of our heroes, Kobe. And, you know, it was a little emotional for me because I'm from LA. And so I did this video and this song called Past This. And it's about if you make it past something, you'll be okay. I think that everybody could resonate. And I'm sure that Kobe's wife had to go through it. So you'll see some elements. And if you listen to the song, I'm sure it'll resonate. So there's a video out there. And, you know, Sarah going to share it. So we're going to see what's going on. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I hope you guys can learn more about me later.
Okay, and that would conclude the show. Okay, y'all heard it. Thank y'all for tuning in to Sap Entertainment Show. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Check the video out. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all. Let's get it.
It will be fine if I can get through this. I became afraid of myself. I'm down and hopeless, reaching out for help, but no one could hardly notice me. I'm at my strongest. You're number one. You gave me love. I'm gonna fall. Sit down, lay feeling all of my love. Freedom from the cage, yeah. Freedom and love will forgive me, yeah. You're waiting on you to print on my heart, and I've been waiting all the way, yeah. It will be fine if I can get through this. I became afraid of myself. I'm down and hopeless, reaching out for help, but no one could hardly notice me. Feel the love on me, yeah. Only wanna follow one rule. Take me on, leave it all behind. Forgive me, yeah. You're waiting on you to print on my heart, and I've been waiting all the way, yeah. It will be fine if I can get through this. I became afraid of myself. I'm down and hopeless, reaching out for help, but no one could hardly notice. It will be fine if I can get through this.